What's going on, guys? We are finally here to talk about Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Now, again, guys, I don't even know where to begin. This movie, all I gotta say is wow. If you guys have not seen it, then I highly recommend you watch it because we're gonna be getting into major spoilers. We're gonna be getting into so much stuff, man. And again, this movie, no matter what I would say your overall opinion is, I like this movie. I really did. I liked it. I think it was a great film. It really went into a lot of the multiverse. It went into a lot of picking up stuff from Spider-Man slash, I want to say, a whole bunch of other things. But the entirety of this film is it starts with Defender Strange with Chavez, and of course I didn't really know who she was. I really don't know a lot about some of this character, but what's really interesting is she's able to have the ability to go through different multiverses, and something's after her. And this one dies, and she goes into Doctor Strange's world, and he's attending Christine's wedding to another guy. And again, I thought she was dead, and I don't know exactly how she was brought back, unless through everything through Endgame she was brought back. So someone help me out, correct me if I'm wrong. But then he's saying that the only way that someone can go through, like if it's a demon or something, is through witchcraft. And the only one he knows that can do something like that, or can fight something like that, is of course Wanda, Scarlet Witch. Now, there is... What was very interesting about this film is he fights off different monsters, goes to Wanda for help, and come to find out she is the one actually doing this. She is the one that is initially having these different demons and monsters going after America Chavez, due to she wants her power to go into the different multiverses to be able to be with her sons, because apparently she does have sons in different multiverses, but again, don't know if that's because when she was in Westview and when Strange shows up, she thinks that's what he's there for, and he's not, because he says, look, you did something that a lot of us weren't able to do. And Elizabeth Olsen, man, let me tell you, she brought it in this film. I mean, for her to go back to being the villain and to show how messed up Scarlet Witch is, because she does a lot of things in this film. She attacks basically the home base of where Doctor Strange trains, and Wong, he's the Supreme Wizard, not Strange anymore, and she takes on pretty much the majority of that group, takes on Strange, and then Chavez has him go through to another Earth where they meet another Baron Mordo, who is the Supreme Wizard there, and Doctor Strange is dead. And then they meet the Illuminati, which of course we had the return of Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier, which was absolutely incredible. I had a big smile on my face for that. I was so happy to see him. Then we also got to see Peggy Carter from What If, shown as Captain America. We had Black Bolt. A lot of people were excited about, Reed Richards. We finally had a version of John Krasinski as Reed Richards. Again, I'm not a big fan of him. I really don't know a lot about him, so I wasn't really too like, oh my god, I wasn't really caring about that. I was more caring about more of the Illuminati. And also, we had, instead of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel, we had her friend, who became Captain Marvel. And Wanda, I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. We had Ultron Sentries that were being controlled as like guards throughout the entirety of this world with the Illuminati. And Wanda, she uses dreamwalking from the book she's using to go into herself from another universe to attack. And when she does, she takes on everybody, man. I mean, she's able to kill Black Bolt. She's able to kill Reed Richards. She's able to kill Peggy Carter. She's able to kill Captain Marvel in that universe. I mean, I was sitting through this movie going, holy crap. I mean, I know Scarlet Witch was powerful, but not that damn powerful. And Charles Xavier even goes in her mind to try to get the other Wanda to bring her back to her body, and Scarlet Witch just breaks his neck. And then we have where Chavez escapes, and the other Christine there, she is a volunteer for the Illuminati. So she knows about everything. But what was very interesting is she even said that, and the way I figured it, she was kind of like the Christine in his universe, where they weren't able to figure out their relationship, even though they kept trying. And she joins Strange to be able to help him try to find where the book that he's looking for to try to stop Wanda. They try to do that. It doesn't work. They get sent to another time of Multiverse to where Chavez has no choice but to open it because Wanda makes her. And then he meets Evil Strange, Sinister Strange. They have a fight. He gets the book of the Dark Book. And when this happens, he kills that Strange, and then he goes dreamwalking himself because he uses the Defender Strange to become Zombie Strange in his world, because Wanda uses Wong to bring, so she can get another Dark Book, so she can use that to go through different worlds and everything, because that's what she's been doing at the very end of WandaVision. That's what she was doing. So we all knew that she was doing something, but again, just didn't know what. And what really got me in this film is that she became so dark. I mean, I'm watching this film, and we all know it's a Marvel film. And again, I guess it's just how good Sam Raimi is. When we see Elizabeth Olsen going through the tunnel where all the water is, and she's just blasting these doors away, going after Strange, going after Christine as well as Chavez. I'm like, damn, this feels like a horror movie right now. Like this, the way, like how sinister she is, and it was absolutely amazing. I mean, it was amazing the way that they did that, because it looked like I was watching a horror movie. And we saw a badass fight with Sinister Strange versus, the good Strange. And finally, when he's able to take over the Defender Strange body and use him as a zombie and try to save America. And then we also see where Wanda even calls him a hypocrite, and finally he tells Chavez, like, you have to contain your power, you have to accept your power. And even though we find out that her two moms, she had them disappear somewhere, she doesn't know exactly where they are, but he says, look, when you find them, they're going to be very proud of you for everything you've done. So what was very cool about this is that she owns her power, starts fighting Wanda, and then she opens up another portal, the same portal that she used to that same universe that she controlled her other version, Wanda did. And she sees her sons, and they're like, oh my god, it's a witch, it's a witch. She finally saw that her sons looked at her like a monster, because in that version, she was not their mother. She was the enemy. She was the monster. And she finally realized, that, hey, I'm not a monster. I'm not this. I'm not that. Because she literally throws her other self away and says, get away from my sons. And she doesn't realize that she did become a monster in her own making. And again, incredible acting by Elizabeth Olsen. Incredible acting. Not only I'm just going to be blunt. You guys should know I love Elizabeth Olsen. She can not only be drop dead sexy, but she can be very intimidating, very scary. When she's yelling at her kids saying enough, and just like they're crying, thinking that she's gonna hurt them, and she's like, I would never hurt you. I would never harm anyone. And then she realizes, oh my god, what have I done? Because it took her children to realize, holy crap, I became the monster. I became the villain. I did not want to become the villain, but I became the villain. And after losing her brother, losing Vision, losing, her children in her own right, and she just couldn't handle it anymore. And then she sacrifices herself to destroy the book, so that way no one ever can use it again. And then Strange, he goes back to his time. Christine goes back to her time. And then Chavez starts training at the base for all the sorcerers, because we see where Wong is training her. Strange tries to go to his own house, and he puts together the his watch, and then at the very end he's walking out, and then next thing you know, that third eye opens, so now he has that power and it's still there. And then apparently we have another character shows up that Charlize Theron plays as, that tries to go and help him. Apparently is another sorcerer, which apparently will become Doctor Strange's new confidant, and he'll be able to be with her, I guess, instead of Christine. Now again, what's very interesting is I would prefer if he did end up with Christine, because again, I loved how this movie played out, and again, Sam Raimi did such a magnificent job in this film, directing this film and showing how beautiful a superhero film can be, and how it kind of put a little horror twist on there, and I loved it. I really did. I have to say, I did not think I was going to enjoy this movie as much as I did, but I did. So if anyone has not seen this film, go check this film out. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the MCU. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next one.